with She Made It and an entrepreneur who cooked up a whole company based around healthy ingredients. NBC lifestyle and commerce contributor Jill Martin sat down with her. I love this brand, Jill.
I know. And don't do a close-up here because I've been eating it and it's probably all of my teeth. He's still chewing. Elizabeth Stein is the granola queen behind Purely Elizabeth, and she told me all about her incredible recipe for success. Take a look.
I couldn't believe that so many people, I think, were so wowed by this thing could be so healthy, so delicious, and filled with these ingredients that nobody had ever heard about.
Elizabeth Stein's success was built on going against the grain. Figuratively speaking, of course.
You've sold how many bags of granola?
I think we've sold over 100 million bags of granola.
Purely Elizabeth, her multi-million-dollar Better For You granola brand, turns 15 this year, something Elizabeth herself couldn't have imagined back in 2007.
I was working in sales and marketing for a handbag company, and I met my boyfriend at the time, who was a big triathlete. So I started to do these races.
With a renewed sense of health and wellness, Elizabeth enrolled in a nutrition school in New York to start health counseling.
I started to learn about all of these unknown superfood ingredients, things like quinoa, chia seeds, coconut oil, ingredients that back in 2007 were hardly known and they weren't in food products. I went to a local triathlon to promote my nutrition practice and to try to get clients. And the night before the race, on a whim, I decided to bake up a batch of blueberry muffins and ended up that I had about 1 or 2 people sign up for my nutrition practice, and everybody else really just wanted to know where they could buy these delicious muffins.
Elizabeth spent the next year in a commercial kitchen perfecting her muffin mixes, which sold out at the same rate the following year.
No business plan, and then a couple days later, Daily Candy, which was now like the modern day of going TikTok viral, contacted me, and they ended up featuring us in their email newsletter. Within 3 hours, I had $10,000 of orders and starting to hysterical cry, both out of fear of, I have no idea what I'm doing, but also I really had this feeling deep in my gut. This isn't just like a flash in the pan, like this is about to change the trajectory of my life.
Elizabeth was right, and by 2011, her completely bootstrapped direct-to-consumer company took another turn.
So now we're not talking about muffins. So how did this transition?
I'd actually never made granola in my life and just decided I was going to whip up this batch. My mom happened to be in town, and she tasted this fresh batch of granola, and she said, this needs to be your next product. And so that product is our original granola, which is our #1 SKU. And I never changed the recipe from that first day.
Elizabeth's mom, her #1 taste tester, also became her #1 salesperson.
My mom went into her local Whole Foods and talked to the local forager, Jamie. And he said, sure, I'd love to bring it in. She had no sales background, but being a loving mom, called several Whole Foods stores, and we got into about 40 stores in the Mid-Atlantic region.
Nothing like a chief mom officer that gets paid in hugs.
Absolutely.
Today, Purely Elizabeth is a popular presence in the breakfast and snack aisles of over 30,000 stores nationwide. Their granolas, oatmeals, and cereals are gluten-free with organic, vegan, and keto-friendly offerings as well.
What would you say to someone who wants to do something totally different and is afraid to take that first step?
Feel the fear and do it anyway. And I think some of the greatest gifts in our life happen when we step out of our comfort zone and do the hard thing that you never could have imagined doing.
And Elizabeth's empire also includes a podcast, a magazine, a cookbook, and another on the way. Wow. And we have some of her original granola here and the cookie granola, which has been a huge hit since launching last year. And be on the lookout early next year for their peanut butter cookie granola. We've already eaten half the bag. The only thing I could say is I have portion control problems.
I think you've got some stuff behind you there.
Oh, because you want to bite.
My kids and myself, we love it on yogurt. I mean, it's
pumped the yogurt.
Here. Yeah. There you go.
You know, we've been eating this for years in the house.
Yeah, delicious. But it is better, to put it on yogurt than it's. I mean, chocolate chips delicious.
I know, this is so
great. Thank you, Jill.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm sure they're saying throw it a break, but sorry I'm going so slow.